there, John, when we going out?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they said 8, right? But I think the storm's already gone.
I know.
Man, that looks warm.
It ain't hurt my feelings now.
Oh no, yeah. I think I was so ready to get taken off.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be cleared out.
As you can tell, we're at a delay right now. Bill Taylor made an awesome call.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good one.
Awesome call.
I went and laid back down for a little bit.
Yep. He actually texted us this morning. So we're sitting here, day 3, and he's delayed it because of all the thunderstorms. As you can tell, it's not really thunderstorming right now. The fishing is like bad unless you're John Cox. John Cox is like catches them everywhere. They like to say that John, the reason John catches them is because he always finds these little backwater stuff, but I'm here to tell you that my boy is in the lake stomping our rear end. So if you think that he's always taking this crest liner and just like going in these little back places, my boy's a stud, whether it's on the backwaters or whatever. He had 19. I come in yesterday and he goes, I said, you know, I'm a John fan. I said, hey John, how'd you do? I got 15 pounds, and he slings them up there. 19 pounds, something.
I had no idea. The big ones are so fat.
I know.
It blows my mind. Like they should have been, 4-pounders, but they were like, maybe they might have been 6-pounders, I guess.
See, what he's talking about is we keep saying the fishing's tough, and it is tough. But the reason they're so fat, there's like only 2,000 bass left in the whole lake, so right. They have an endless amount of shad and crawdads, so they're actually fat. So it's not like they have any competition out there. We're getting ready to, and I think 1,297 of them have been caught. So there's 800 virgins out there that we can catch. So right. I'm excited about that. So we're just gonna sit around and wait until this pretend
all this rain and all this lightning
thunderstorm goes by. Here we are with B-Lat.
I made the cut. I made the cut. I made the cut.
Like always, my boy. If I touch him right now, my hand's gonna get on fire. He's so hot right now. So my man come in with 21 pounds yesterday. Yeah. So we got a big delay. So this is kind of when you can just walk around and do the pump. Like, so if I had to guess, Brian Lyra called him on spinnerbait.
No, I called him cranky.
What?
Cranking.
He called him cranking. All right, I lose the bet.
I called him first day when I only caught 3 on the spinnerbait.
Well, that shows why he's up at the top and I'm not, because I was throwing a spinnerbait and it wasn't good enough. But
I'm really throwing it today. That's for sure.
So if you don't follow B-Lat, which I'm sure everybody on my channel does already, follow him on his YouTube channel, social media, subscribe, hit the notification button, like, comment, all that kind of stuff. What do you feel like today? You excited about today?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. I don't know what we're waiting on. I'm ready to go now. There's no reason to wait. Let's go. Let's get this started. It's going to be the same nasty hour from now as it is now, so let's just go ahead and get it. Let's jump in the pool. Jump in the cold pool now.
See, it's opposite for me. My man come in with 21 pounds yesterday, and I only caught 4. I told my wife last night, I said, this is the only time I've ever made the cut. Yeah. And I would be happy if you just give me a 26th place check and I'll go home. Yeah, I'm not really excited about going out.
I'm excited.
But I know, don't be commenting. I know that you can do better. Yeah, I got all that, I know. But the reality is that it's really tough. I'm happy to be where I'm at, but it's going to be a grind, like always.
It's not easy at all. That's why I only caught 3 the first day. If I could have caught 21 the first day, I would have caught that. But I couldn't. So I caught 3 on day 1.
And he had a good limit streak. He was leading the limit streak, and a man come in with 3. That's heart-wrenching when he didn't have a 71 limit streak like Thrift, but my man was leading the FLW Tour with limit streaks, and it came to an end. So
I think we all started over too, didn't we? Everybody that was,
I don't know, I don't keep up with
it. It doesn't pay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't pay anything, so it doesn't matter.
All right, my man. Well, good luck to you today.
Yes, sir, dude.
Go get them.
Let's go get them.
Keep on get them like always. Well, as you can tell, the wind is blowing, which could be a good thing. You know, now that I'm on the water, I'm starting to get a little bit more excited. The juices are flowing through my blood right now. So, you know, with conditions like this, I know big bags can be caught. So I'm excited right now to know that, I mean, it is a possibility. I could make a top 10. If I make the top 10 and have another glorious day, I could come away with a win. I could. I know that's like saying a lot, but at least the reality is that's the truth. I really think it's possible to make a top 10, even though I'm in 26th place. So I got all my spinner baits and stuff tied on, one crankbait, and that's gonna be it. I hope I can come away with it. All right, so I got to get my video equipment waterproofed a little bit better. I'm not going to get the national anthem, but like I said always, I appreciate you guys, men and women, who have fought for us. Two thumbs up, my other thumbs there. Appreciate it. We wouldn't be out here with you guys. So I got to get prepared. That's a good one. That's a big one. Get your butt in here. There we go. Fish number 1. I don't know why I'm saying good one, because if I even catch a keeper, it's a good one. So, you know, every fish is a big one. Big one, big one. The thing about this pocket, as you can see, the wind's in here. The wind has been out of the south. This wind hasn't had any wind in, this pocket hasn't had any wind in it till today. And I kept saying, I said, if that wind ever switches, I know those fish are using this pocket. And sure enough, the wind switched, came in here and caught one. There he is, big one, big one. That's a giant. Oh gosh. David. In here. Yes.
There you go.
Woo! Oh. That's a nice. Oh my gosh. Look at that pig. Ooh. Oh. That's the exact same cast I made yesterday, and I caught a big one. If you watch my day 2 footage, you'll probably see that exact cast, and that one actually took me like 4 or 5 casts to actually get. I know I threw in there, the wind's blowing, as you can tell, but guys, do not, like, if you have a sweet area and you're fighting the wind and conditions like we are, make sure you take the time and hit it right. I probably didn't get the right angle on it, but I was patient enough, kept throwing in there, and finally I caught it. And that's when it was probably close to 4. So just be patient, guys, whenever you're fishing. Make sure you fish if you know where a sweet spot is, make sure you fish it thoroughly. I got the one area that I've caught basically all 11 keepers in, and I keep leaving throughout the day trying to find stuff. It's like, how much time do you give it? Because you're not getting many bites anyways. And then the other part of you is like, hey, I need to find something else. I need to make something happen. I need to go to a different area. And then that other part of you's tugging. It's like, you should just stay in that area that you've caught all your keepers in and just try to grind out 5. But it's always that mental game of woulda, coulda, shoulda, butta, didn't. And right now, I mean, I've been exploring the last few hours and haven't had a bite. Well, actually, I had one bite, but I don't know. That's what makes tournament fishing so interesting. You know, I'm thinking now I need to go back to where I caught those few, but I don't think I could bust a big bag out of there. I really don't. I think it's got a few fish in it, but not enough to, you know, that I think it's restocking. So I don't know. I'm going to idle out of this long and try to think it out mentally in my head. I don't know. We'll be close. Nah. Oh, it's long. I don't know. It's gonna be close. I think. It's long. Oh. But I don't think he's gonna make it. Oh, I'm about to Jim Bitter it. Nope.
Just a bit outside.
13.5. Grow up, boy. You hear me? Next time we come to Grand, you better eat some shad and get a 1/2 inch bigger. I don't know. 13.5 inches. There he is. There's a good one. Yes. Yes. There's a good one. That's what I'm talking about. Changed areas. Changed areas, and as soon as I changed areas, you saw me catch that 9 keeper. I catch a keeper, and clock is ticking. But hey, that's two bites on a change of areas, and I've been fishing. Fishing just drives me nuts. But hey, I need to set myself apart. Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, so one down. We've got 29 guys left. Next to the stage is FLW's all-time maiden winner, former FLW Cup champion, 3-time Angler of the Year. It is Lynchburg, Virginia's David Dudley. Good friend of mine, David Dudley, had 14-7 on day 1, He weighed in 9 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday, had him in 26th place. Another cut for FLW's all-time leading money winner. The guy who is tearing up the social media scene right now. He'll weigh in 3 good ones today. That'll go, let him settle. Good job taking care of your fish, David. 9 pounds, 4 ounces, got you up to 4th place, David. Let's go talk about it. All right, so 3 that go 9-4. David, there's your weight ticket. Missing 4 and 5, but listen, we watched FLW Live all day. I know the conditions that you fished in, and I spoke with a couple guys that were just out of the 30 cut, and they're like, you know what? I was really bummed out about not making the top 30. Well, you know, I slept in. It was pretty warm this morning.
Yeah, I think I would have rather have slept in. I told my wife last night, I said, I think this is the first time in my life I've actually made the cut and would be happy to just give me the 26th place where I was sitting there. Give me the check and I'll go home. You know, I know that's bad to say. I am happy to be here. It gives me an opportunity to advance to possibly the top 10. But either way, for me to be standing on this stage with practice, and I'm sure everybody, it's like a broken record. It has been very tough out there. I don't know what's going on with this lake. Something's happening, but either way, I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. Cold front that came through, the water's been falling. I know the water's dirty, not a whole lot of clean water, but I can tell you this, man. At one point, thanks to FLW Live, I was checking it out this morning, watching it all day today. And at one point, because of the live leaderboard, you were in the top 10. I think you were in 8th place at one point. So we were catching fish, but you know, this is the way it goes. We're going to take this momentum to Cherokee.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm about ready to put a spinning rod in my hand. I haven't been able to do that all year, and I do love my spinning rod, and hopefully they're going to be where I want them at once we get there. All right, guys, this is what I like to call reflection time, and reflecting on, if you've watched the 3 videos, I always like to do day 1, day 2, day 3 if I advance, because I think you learn, I hope you learn a lot more in what you see throughout the videos than just fish catches. I want you to see the whole story. So day 3 is pretty obvious. I didn't advance to day 4, and I don't know. I look back at where some of these guys are catching them, and it's like the areas that I actually looked at these areas, but probably if I was to fault myself on anything, it was not practicing over some of the same areas. Typically when you practice a lake, you're like, okay, I checked this area out, let's say Sunday. All right, and then I check this area out like Monday, and then you look at this area of the lake Tuesday. Well, when you do that, you're like, okay, well, I've looked it all over. I think I know where I want to start tournament. And yes, it was really tough. If you watch my practice video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I think what happened was the water, we didn't have any rain throughout the practice period. It didn't start getting cleaned up. So some of the areas started getting clean. And the areas that I looked at like day 1 of practice and even throughout the tournament, I didn't go back and revisit them. Things were changing. The water was cleaning up. The water was dropping. And some of the areas that I kind of ruled out ended up being like, you know, just the areas that some of the top 10 were fishing. And if I could go back in time, I would probably have moved around a little bit more, changed, you know, actually went back and looked at some areas in practice. I didn't do it, but hey guys, came away with a 25th place finish. I am just beside myself after the practice. I know you've probably heard it, but I'm beside myself to know that I've come away with a good finish. I'm 12th in the points, and we got 3 more left. So of course, #1 goal is always Angler of the Year. I don't ever focus on Angler of the Year, but I'm not out of it. Like, I'm not. I'm in 12th position. We're coming in what I feel is my wheelhouse. You know, I don't know, but I think I'm going to be able to pick up my wacky worm and my spinning rod and stuff like that. I think we're coming in my wheelhouse. So we could still come away with angler of the year. I'm not ruling myself out. I've won 3 of them, and one of them was just unexpected comeback by the end of the year. The other ones I had done pretty well all year. So, well, I did well all year if I won angler of the year. So either way, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. And we have a special guest doing the outro for this video, and I appreciate you guys. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys subscribing, commenting. I don't take it for granted. I know I sound like I broke a record, but I really do. And we got Danny with us today, and Danny is going to do the outro. And I've already seen him do the outro, and it's pretty cool. So if you guys see me in public and you know the outro and you want to do it, come up, I'll record you, and it'll be fun. So Danny is going to end the video with an incredible outro. So Danny, give us the outro.